Hi, I'm Dr. Smitaa Nair. I'm an emotions and relationship catalyst. So today we are going to talk about the first step that you should take to change any situation in your life. So when something goes wrong, when things are not good, or there's a problem in a relationship, there's a problem in work, generally what happens is people have a tendency to keep saying that, oh, he did this to me and so I'm hurt, he broke my heart, he hurt me, he insulted me, or at work front, oh, she's playing politics, or my boss is rude and he doesn't treat me well, or my mother-in-law is very cunning and she's playing games against me. So it's all the time what people are looking at is they're all the time blaming at an external source. They are all the time telling that there is someone external who's doing something to them. So when you are all the time saying that, oh, she did to me, he did to me, it's because of this situation, or I did not have this degree so I could not reach at that level in my life, or my parents were not supportive enough so I couldn't do whatever I have to do in my life, and that's where I'm stuck where I am. All the time you're telling it's because of them so and so situation has happened in your life, which means they hold the power to your life. They can do good or bad to your life. They can decide what should happen in your life. All the power of your life lies with somebody else. In this particular situation, you are not in charge of your life. Anybody can come and affect you. Anybody can come and hurt you. Anybody can come and trouble you. Your life can go for a toss with anybody. Like I end up telling my clients, like, even if a wind blows in an opposite direction, you will get affected. Like, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to be mean. What I'm trying to say is, we are all the time in effect. We are in effect. He did this, she did this, we are in effect. We can do nothing. So if you are going to constantly say, oh, my mother-in-law did this to me, my husband did this to me, my colleague did this to me, my boss did this to me, you're in effect. First is, you can never change situation being in that space. Nothing will change in your life in that space. So what should you do to change it? The first thing you should do is be in charge. Take responsibility. Whatever shit happened in my life, I'm responsible for it. I chose to get affected. I chose to get hurt. It's not necessary that a particular word should hurt everybody universally. Some people get affected by that word, some people don't get affected by that word. So why is it that some people get affected? Or why is it that some people don't get affected? So you need to ask that. Why did I get affected by so and so situation? Why am I an effect of my parents' upbringing, or an effect of what happened to me 10 years back, or an effect of what happened at my workplace? What can I do to change this? How can I be in charge? How can I change this particular situation? You need to ask this question. You need to take charge, and you need to realize that nobody can ever hurt you. Nobody can ever bother you. Your life should be your choice. Your destiny should be designed by you. You need to decide. So if something bad happened to me in my past, say for example, okay, let me tell you about my life. So when I had a marriage, which was an arranged marriage earlier, it was not working well. It was not working well from day one for me. Initially, I was in effect. I kept saying, oh, my parents chose this guy for me. They did not look properly. They did not search for it properly. So I was in effect. I was blaming the parents. I was blaming the marriage. I was blaming that particular family. I was in effect. The day I said, okay, I chose to agree for this marriage. So what if parents looked for it? I at least stood there in the wedding ceremony. So it was me who stepped into it. Now it is me who has to change it. The day I said this to myself, I could change my entire life. So this is the first thing you have to say, okay, I created this. I chose this husband. I chose this parents. I chose this work. I chose this boss. I have created this situation in my life. Okay, my parents could not give me that education. Okay, my parents could not give me that upbringing. So now, this is the outcome of it. Now how can I change it? The moment you come to that space, you are in charge. You are responsible. You are in control. That's the only time. That's the only way to change your situation, to change your relationships. Take charge. Be the cause. Take responsibility. Whatever the situation is, how much ever terrible the situation is, say that I am in charge. I created this. Now how can I change it? That's the first step you need to ask yourself, and you will discover ways to change things in your life. So have a great Navratri. Tomorrow is Dashera. Take this step. This will be the first step to burn all the evils from your life, to destroy all the evils from your life, because you are a creator of evil, you are a creator of the good and the divine. So create good in your life. Ask questions which will bring you into more empowered state and help you to be in charge of your life, and to not be an effect of any situation. Don't give others the power. It's like saying that my house, you give the key to somebody else, and then you have complaints that people barged into your house without your permission. That's what you're doing when you're being in effect. So rather have the key, the lock, everything of your house to your own self, and that house is your life. So all the best. We'll see you soon. Bye.